A very good morning, children. I'm Deepa, your physical science teacher from Dr. B Science School. How are you all, children? I hope you are listening all the video classes right and understanding well. Yes or no? Good. So in our previous sessions, we learned three chapters. What are they? Force, friction, and matter around us. That is what we have completed up to previous sessions. Now, in today's session, we are going to start our new chapter, fourth chapter. What is that chapter? Synthetic fibers and plastics. Okay, children, this is our new chapter. So, I hope you all are ready with your books, your textbook, notebook, pen, pencil, everything be ready. Okay, now take page number 45 in your textbook, children. Open page number 45, synthetic fibers and plastics. Now, so we are in your previous classes you have learned many things about fibers with different types of fibers all you have learned, and we know that clothes can be made from natural fibers. Name some natural fibers. Yes, cotton, silk, wool, they all comes under natural fibers. And also you learned how these natural fibers are prepared in your lower classes, isn't it? Now, clothes made of natural fibers. See in your book. We wear a wide variety of fabrics in our daily life. Are all of our clothes made of natural fibers? All the clothes what we are wearing. Now I am wearing this sari. Is it made up of natural fiber? No. So you might have heard about fabrics such as polyester, nylon, acrylic, etc. Does all this comes under natural fibers? Polyester, nylon, acrylic? No, does not come under natural fibers. Then what are they? They are examples of synthetic fibers. What are they? Synthetic fibers. What is meant by synthetic? Synthetic means man-made, prepared by man. So their synthetic fibers are also called as artificial fibers. Why do we call them synthetic? Can you tell? Why we will call them as synthetic? Synthetic fibers are not obtained from plant or animal source like cotton, silk, wool. If you take cotton, it is obtained from cotton plant. Silk is obtained from silkworm. Wool is obtained from sheep. So they all are obtained from natural sources. So they are called natural fibers. But these synthetic fibers are not obtained from nature. That's why they are not called natural fibers. They are prepared. They are made by man by using some of the chemicals, mainly petrochemicals. They are prepared by petroleum products. Understood? See. They are made by the raw materials obtained from petroleum. So some of the products are obtained from the petroleum which we are digging from the earth and taking. So they are made from these petroleum products. So synthetic fibers are not only used for fabrics but also used in preparing many household articles. So the synthetic fibers are not only used for making the fabrics, clothes, they are also used to prepare many household articles. What are that? We are going to learn in this class. So now see, what is synthetic fiber? See in the next page. Have you seen a bead necklace anytime? Have you seen a bead necklace? You know what is bead necklace? I'll bring the necklace. Excuse me, children, 1 minute. Okay, you can see here. So this is a necklace made up of beads. Beads means you all know or not? Posalo. We call it as posalo in Telugu. So these are the beads. Okay, this is bead necklace. So if you observe this necklace, how is it prepared, this bead necklace? See, there is single bead. See, these are single, isn't it? See the beads. So these are single beads. So joining of all the beads together, we have joined in a thread, in a wire, isn't it? Then it became a necklace. Otherwise it is a single unit. Each bead is a single unit. So by joining all the beads, it became like a big necklace, isn't it? The same way, this petroleum products are also made. Polymers are made. What is polymer? Which is used to prepare the cloth, fiber or synthetic fibers. Okay, what we use for preparing synthetic fibers? Polymers. They are made with polymers. Here, poly means meaning. So how these polymers are formed? They are formed by joining of monomers. They are formed by joining of monomers. Mono means single. What is the meaning of mono? Mono means single. So by joining many monomers, single units, it form a large unit which is called as polymer. These polymers are used for making the synthetic fibers. Same like this beads necklace. So this single bead, you observe here, this single bead is a monomer. The single bead, if you consider, it is a monomer. So what we have done here to prepare the necklace, joined, see many beads are joined. All these beads are joined and now it became a big necklace. Isn't it? In the same way, monomers are joined together. Monomers are made to join together to form a large unit. That large unit is called polymer. These polymers are used. So these polymers are used for preparing synthetic fibers. Understood, children? That is what given in our activity. See in your books, also in your textbooks. What is synthetic fiber? Have you seen a bead necklace? Do you observe any pattern in arrangement of beads? See, activity 2, beads and paper clips pattern. You all know paper clips, right? See, this is the paper clip. We will use like this, right? Now, take a few paper clips and join them together. Observe the pattern of paper clips. Do you find any similarity between the pattern of beads in necklace and pattern of paper clips in the chain? Yes or no? Yes. Each unit of paper clips or beads can be joined together to form a long chain-like structure. So, each unit of beads, as I told now, each single bead is joined together. See here, a single bead is joined together now to form a big necklace, like a chain. It makes it like a chain. Each unit of paper clips or beads can be joined together to form a long chain-like structure. Each bead or clip is a separate unit, but when many such units are joined together, they form a new different structure. Yes or no? When single bead is there, when we consider only a single bead, it is a separate structure. But when they have joined together, it gave a new structure like a necklace. Similarly, synthetic fibers are made up of chain-like structure, which are themselves formed by joining small units together. Each small unit in the chain is known as, each small unit in the chain is called as monomer. Many small identical units, monomers, combine to form a long unit. So many such small units will combine. Many such monomers will combine and form a large unit. What is that large unit called? Polymers. That large unit is called polymers. So, synthetic fibers are made of chain-like structure. Synthetic fibers are made of chain-like structure, which are themselves formed by joining small units together. Okay, and each small unit small unit in the chain. Each small unit in the chain is known as, each small unit in the chain is known as a monomer. Each small unit is known as monomer. And these monomers are joined together to form a large unit called as polymer. Many small identical units, monomers combine, identical units, monomers combine to form a large unit, combine to form a large unit called polymer. What is that large unit called? It is called polymer. These polymers are used to prepare synthetic fibers. Understood, children? What is monomer? What is polymer? You understood? Very important. Each small unit in the chain is known as, each small unit in the chain is known as monomer, and many small identical units, monomers, combine to form a large unit called polymer. Clear? Very important, this monomer and polymer. Please note down, children. Note down. Okay. So synthetic fibers are made of polymers. These synthetic fibers are made up of chain-like structure. What is that chain-like structure called? That chain-like structure is called polymer. And this polymer is made up of monomers. Monomers are small units, single units. They all will join and form polymers. Unlike natural fibers, synthetic fibers are made from petroleum-based chemicals, means which are obtained from petroleum. Synthetic fibers are made from petroleum-based chemicals, which are also called petrochemicals. Petrochemicals are subjected to various chemical processes to obtain synthetic fibers. So, not like natural fibers. Unlike natural fibers means not like natural fibers, synthetic fibers are obtained from petroleum products. The products which are obtained from petroleum, which are also called petrochemicals. And these petrochemicals are subjected to various chemical process, means some other chemicals are mixed in these petroleum products, and the synthetic fibers are prepared. Due to this, they are called synthetic fibers or artificial fibers. You understood, children? Why are they called synthetic fibers? Unlike natural fibers, synthetic fibers are obtained from petroleum products, petrochemicals. And these petrochemicals are subjected to various chemical process. Then these synthetic fibers are obtained. So they are called synthetic fibers or artificial fibers. Clear, children? Now see, do you think box is given? Do you know? What does polymer mean? What is the meaning of polymer? I told poly means many. What I told meaning? Poly meaning many. So what are that many? Many small units combined and formed a polymer. So it is called polymer. See, poly means many and mer means part or unit. The word is derived from Greek. This polymer word is derived from Greek. So we can say polymer is a structure made up of many small repeating units. Polymer is a structure which is made up of small repeating, means same structures. I mean same type of identical units, made up of identical units, which are called as monomers. Am I clear, children? Next, some synthetic fibers. How do you find whether a fabric is synthetic or not? How do we know? Suppose this one, whether it is a synthetic or natural, how can we find it? Take a piece of cloth and pull out a thread. Now we should take a piece of cloth and pull the one thread from that cloth. Okay, children? Right. Now, unravel this thread. How long is the fiber? Is it lustrous or not? What is meant by lustrous? Shining. So, by seeing the thread of the cloth, whether it is shining or not, and what is the length of that fiber, by looking this, can we identify whether a fiber is synthetic or not? We can't identify. You can't identify the fibers by simple visual inspection alone in the absence of brand label, if that label is not there on the dress. So just simply by saying, we cannot identify whether it is a natural fiber or synthetic fiber. Then how to identify? For that a test is given. What is that test? Identifying fibers by burning test. What is that burning test? You can do a fiber burning test. Unravel several warp and waft yarns. Unravel means remove. Take that. Okay, and open the thread. They will be what we say, a joint, isn't it? Many threads will join to prepare a fiber. So unravel means remove one part, one thin thread like one. Using tweezers. Tweezers means to hold the hot objects like this. Okay, like this tweezers you use, either this or forceps, anything you can use. So using tweezers, hold the yarn to the edge of a flame. Observe the changes. So what he is asking us to do, see here, let me taken a candle and let us lit the candle. Now I lit the candle. Okay, children. Now using these tweezers, we should hold one thread. Why using these tweezers? Otherwise, when they burn, it will reaches to your hand. So carefully you should do. So this is unravel. See, I am removing the part of the thread. Let us separate this. Okay, see, this is unravel. Okay, I took a part. Like that, different threads you take. Which you want to test, all that threads you will take. Now hold it with this. Let me light it again. Now we will burn and check. See what is, we should observe the smell when burning. When burning, I should observe the smell. Okay, like that different threads you will take. Now I am taking another thread. See this one. Another thread I am taking. Now I am burning this thread also. And observe the smell, odor. Each thread you will take. Like that, whichever thread you want to test. Each thread you hold. Whichever thread you want to test, you hold and burn that thread. And observe the smell. You'll see the smell. So different smells for different threads. What are that smells? According to the smell, how can we identify? Okay, children. So that we are going to learn now. Suppose when you burn the thread, if it gets the smell of a burning hair, if you get the smells like, if it smells like burning hair, then the thread is, that yarn is wool or silk. Then that yarn will be wool or silk. Why? Because generally wool or silk is obtained from sheep or silkworm, which is the hair of the sheep or silkworm, isn't it? So if it smells like the burning hair, when you burn the thread, if it smells like the burning hair, then we can say that thread is either wool or silk. And next, if it smells like burning pepper, smells like burning pepper. When we burn the pepper, what smell you will get? If we get that smell, then what can be it? Pepper is obtained from tree. So what is that cloth? That fiber? It is cotton. That is either cotton or rayon. Cotton or rayon. When you burn that fiber, if you get the smell like burning pepper, then it is cotton or rayon. And if the iron melts in the flame without burning, if it melts in the flame, it is not getting burnt, okay, it is getting melted, it melts in the flame, it is a synthetic fiber such as nylon and acrylic. Nylon and acrylic. So like this we will test by burning. This is called burning test. See children, if the thread what you have taken, that yarn, if you burn it, if it smells like burning hair, then that yarn is, that thread is wool or silk. And if it smells like burning pepper, then it is cotton or rayon. And if the thread will not, the yarn will not burn but it melts, like the second one, what happened, it got melted or not? If it melts in the flame, then it is nylon or acrylic. Clear children? Please note down. Clear? Right. So this is about synthetic fibers, how they are prepared and how to identify what type of fiber it is. That is what we learned in today's class. Okay children? So now tell me, what is synthetic fiber? Whether all the clothes what we are wearing, are they made up of natural only? Are they all comes under natural fibers? No, isn't it? Some are natural fibers, some are synthetic fibers are artificial fibers. Why are they called synthetic fibers? Unlike natural fibers, synthetic fibers are made up of petrochemicals, means petroleum based products, isn't it? And these petrochemicals are subjected to various chemical processes, means these petroleum products, by doing many different methods, by adding some other chemicals to it, we are preparing many fibers, many different kinds of fibers. Understood? That's why they are called synthetic fibers or artificial fibers, because they are prepared. Okay children, you understood? Right. And the synthetic fibers are mainly prepared from polymers. What is meant by polymer? Poly means many small identical units combined together and form a polymer. The small units are called monomers, like the bead, a single bead in a necklace. If you observe a single bead, see children, this is a single bead, isn't it? If you see, it is a single bead. Okay, single bead will be in different structure. It is just like a bead, a circle, no structure, no more other structure for it. But many such beads joined together. So many beads joined, it gave us some shape, isn't it? Particular shape, it became like a long chain. Many such small beads combined and it formed like a long chain, isn't it? The same way, a single bead is considered as a monomer and same type of beads are joined. That means identical monomers are joined together and form a long chain. That long chain is called polymer and synthetic fibers are made from such polymers. Understood children? So poly means many, mer means a part or a unit, that is called mer, and this polymer is obtained from a Greek word. Polymer is a Greek word. Clear children? And how to test whether just by seeing the cloth can we identify whether it is what type of fiber it is? Can we identify? It is not easy. Just by seeing the length of the fiber or whether it is lustrous or not, we can't identify whether it is synthetic or natural or what type in that we can't identify. Then how can we identify? By doing burning test. What is that burning test? We will take by using the tweezer, you hold a thread. You should unravel the thread from the cloth. You take a part, small piece of thread outside and unravel it and take a part. Okay, it's a thin thread like one and hold with the tweezers and start burning each thread. And by burning, how we can tell? By its smell when burnt. If it smells like burning hair, then what type of thread it is? It is either wool or silk. Okay, and if it smells like burning paper, then what type of yarn it is? It is cotton or rayon. And if it smells without burning, if that yarn gets melted in the flame, it is not burning, it is getting melted. You know the difference between burning and melting, isn't it? It just gets melted, it will not give the flame, and if it melts in the flame, then what is that type of yarn? It is nylon or acrylic, which are nylon, acrylic, rayon, they all comes under synthetic fibers, whereas wool, silk, cotton, they comes under natural fibers. This is what burning test. Am I clear children? Okay, now next we are going to learn about different synthetic fibers and how are they prepared. The main synthetic fibers are nylon, as we have seen here, nylon, rayon, acrylic, polyester. Okay children, now each one we are going to learn how they are prepared, how they are made. Nylon, how nylon is prepared, that we are going to learn. Next we are going to learn how rayon is prepared. Next we are going to learn how acrylic is prepared. As we discussed, all the three are synthetic fibers only. All are prepared from polymers, but they are not prepared in the same manner. As I told, there will be difference in the method and there will be difference in the chemicals added for this petroleum products. For all our, the main raw material is petrochemical. For this petrochemical, some other chemicals will be added to prepare this nylon, and some other chemical will be added to prepare acrylic, and other chemical will be added for preparing rayon, and the methods will be different for obtaining that fibers. Understood? So for each fiber, what are the chemicals added, how we will prepare, that we are going to learn in our next session. Clear children? And also polyesters, which mainly plastics are prepared from polyesters. These are all we are going to learn in our chapter. I hope I am clear children. You all understood? Yes? Today, what is synthetic fibers and how are they prepared and how to test each yarn, each thread, each fiber, how to test. That is all we learned in today's session. I hope I am clear. You all understood? So you should read the textbook up to the part what I have completed. Okay, read and I should highlight all the keywords. Okay, children, thank you.